gorgeous Thursday here in Philadelphia. Yeah, just gonna be another routine day for me, working remotely and running some errands. My boyfriend is just stepping out of town for the day, so I have the place to myself, and I don't really like that. I prefer him to be around. But I just finished loosely did my hair, kind of did my makeup. If you're a remote worker, you know the struggle. But yeah, just gonna clock in for the day and get this party started. It is honestly the first freezing cold day here in Philadelphia for the fall, which is crazy because it's already like the second week of October. When did this happen? So I'm just throwing on a cute, don't mind our mess here. We need to figure this out. So I just threw on just like a basic outfit. I have these amazing shoes that I got like 2 years ago from Flattered, and I'm obsessed with them. They're starting to show some signs of wear though, so I probably should spray them or protect them before I wear them out, but gotta do what you gotta do. So gonna throw these on, and I actually got the Viral jacket last year, but I didn't know it was Viral when I bought it. I just really liked it. So it's from Zara. It's like that suede sort of like bomber oversized jacket. Let me put it on, I'll show you what I mean. I don't know, it's suede or faux suede. And it's really cute, like goes with a lot of things. You can dress it up or down. I'm just wearing it, like I said, with these booties. But yeah, this is the look. Okay, so it's really dark in here. I decided not to sit in my building's business center today because it can kind of get like really lonely down there. So I'm gonna be working here on my counter. So we'll see how long I end up. Typically my back starts to like kill me after back-to-back calls, but this at least gives me the opportunity to work, eat, do all the things, since back-to-back meetings, not really getting like a chance to step away. And I just don't want to be stuck in a room all day. I'm not complaining because I could be in an office setting, but sometimes I do start to think like, what would happen if I was back in an office setting? You know, I've been like flip-flopping jobs a lot, and I'm starting to like realize like what it is that I need out of a career. And I'm not sure that the remote work is it, although I definitely love the flexibility. So signing in for my first call of the day, and come along with me. I think it's time for a break. Back-to-back meetings are never, ever fun. I always feel like I'm so stuck in like terrible like back-to-back things. Like they always give me such bad headaches. I'm complaining right now. I remember being in the office and work never being like this intense. I don't get it. I really don't. Can someone help me get it? Like I get it that like, you know, we need to be like better than the quarter previously, better than the year previously, like whatever. But like, I don't understand why things feel so intense. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I almost feel like before the pandemic, I felt like I could go into the office, do a good job, deliver, you know, I remember being called like a rock star at one point. But like now I just feel, God, like I feel like if you're not every step of the way, like innovate better than this quarter, better than last quarter, like I don't know how to describe it, because it's not like we weren't caring about like results and year prior and, you know, incrementality before. It feels so much more intense now. Or at least maybe I just don't belong at these like startup companies, because I'm like, babe, I don't know what to tell you. It's not that serious. Anyway, I had to like just rant really quickly because genuinely I don't understand when things became so intense. And maybe it's just me, maybe I've changed, maybe I'm just sort of like looking for something else career-wise, life-wise, you know, maybe it's starting to affect me. Like I don't want to build someone else's dream. And so the intensity, we're not a family, first of all, we're not going to war. This is marketing. I'm sending emails and push notifications. So like obviously I understand that there's a lot of revenue tied to that. There's a lot of important business impacts to my contribution, whatever. There was a lot of business impact to what I was doing pre-pandemic, and I genuinely felt like I had less anxiety, less of this like sense of end all be all with my day-to-day work. At the end of the day, I refuse to give one more ounce of anxiety for sending emails and push notifications. So I think we are done for the day. I ended up coming down to the business center so I can focus. Honestly though, as I'm like wrapping this up, I genuinely, and like my rant earlier, genuinely, why have I been sitting like this all day? I swear to God, I get into like these grooves where I get frustrated with numbers. I start like rubbing my head, and I think that's just like where my eyeshadow ended up. So now it looks like I have this crazy hook of like an eye. Oh God, I hope people run like on calls with me being like, this girl's a mess. It is time to refocus on myself and try to stop crashing out like I did earlier today. You know, you could potentially do in life that's more dangerous, more stressful, like all these things. But when people in this role make your job this much more stressful and for no reason, like I'm stressing right now over the number 47,774. Why? What did that number ever do to me? Nothing. But hours ago, I said I was going to start doing some errands, and I still have some time to do that. So it's 5:30. Come with me while I run some errands, I guess, if you're interested in going to the UPS store in Center City, Philadelphia. Come along. As soon as I walk in, I always love seeing what Sophie is doing because she always looks so cozy. Girl, what are you doing all day? You're sitting in the sunshine. She's so cute. Okay, honestly, I don't know how much filming I'm gonna be able to do since this box is kind of heavy. It's filled with the price of overconsumption. No, I'm not returning cat food or cat toys. I frequently send unworn things to ThredUp. I mean, this is obviously like, this isn't sponsored. I definitely love sending clothes that are in like good condition that I've worn maybe once or twice, or bought for a special occasion, sat in my closet for a couple years, still relevant. I'm just kind of like, I've personally moved on. So I sent a lot of that over to ThredUp, and honestly, just whatever box I had. So Sophie's litter was just delivered the other day. I figured this was like a perfect time to finally get this box out of here and send stuff away. And what's great is like I use the Reformation credit. So once, you know, all of my clothes process or whatever sells, whatever, you know, a couple weeks, sometimes months goes by, and I'm like, yay, like I get an email from ThredUp and Reformation being like, here's your gift card. Hopefully this is a good ThredUp like opposite haul. I don't know what that is. Is it a haul if I'm sending stuff away? But I'll have to share with you guys when I do get that payout eventually and what it comes out to, because there's a lot of good stuff in here. So anyway, not sure how much I'm gonna film. Like I said, walking to Center City. Got an 11-minute walk with at least a 10-pound box here. That's what it feels like. I think today's just gonna be a day of complaining, but let me move into some better lighting here. Guys, if you live in a city or you drive in a city, like why is everyone more aggressive driving these days? Is today just like an awareness day of like how aggressive things have been? You know, I almost got hit by a car twice, and I walked 13 minutes outside of my apartment, which is just a couple, like really like down the street essentially. Honestly, I hated it. It was miserable. But I think that's just kind of like the day that I'm having is very intense. I don't know. Is Mercury in retrograde? I don't know. So what do you think we should do? Okay, I agree. I think that we should make the meatballs, take a shower, face mask, wine. So it's gonna do. basically right now just waiting for my meatballs to cook, enjoying some wine and watching The Adventures of Matt and Nat. They're adorable YouTubers, and I'm kind of interested in doing a cruise. I've never been on one. I don't know, whatever. And they were on this Alaskan one, which is what I'm watching now. So anything to kind of like bring me back from the crash out of earlier today. Okay, well, it's Friday finally, and I am excited to start the day. Although still reflecting on, I think, the crash out that I had yesterday, and have been kind of doing a little bit of self-reflection on what I think my next steps need to be. Yeah, anyway, I got dressed pretty quickly today, but I'm wearing an all denim outfit. I'll try and do a better job of showing you. And I'm just realizing now how bad my hair is. I literally woke up and brushed it and had to rush down for a 9 a.m. meeting. So let's jump into the day. Okay, one more task left, and then we can finally enjoy our Friday. It's been another day here in the marketing world. Marketing folk, comment if you agree that sometimes Fridays can get a little nutty, but not as nutty as I had yesterday. So feeling really good. So if I can bang out this task in the next 5 minutes, then I can finally move on with the rest of my life, or at least until Monday. So wish me luck. Because I skipped class yesterday, I had wine, I had all this stuff. I think I deserve it, so let's get dressed. For Friday self-care. Spin class was awesome. It was an hour long, which was totally a surprise to me because I thought it was just going to be 45 minutes as usual, but it was this really fun like team teach that all of the instructors were there. It was really cool. But I ate, I am showered, and I have partially done my skincare. So now I'm going to do a mask, and I got these masks in Paris. I was just in Paris with my best friend. Obviously stopped at, like one of those French pharmacies and got this brand of face masks. So really just kind of bought it on a whim. So I've never tried this brand before, so it should be pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm looking a bit scary. Honestly, yeah, consistency wise, it is pretty thick, and I feel like it reminds me of, if you've ever seen, and I can't recall the brand right now, but we went to Japan last year and I got like those like viral rice face masks at Don Quixote, and I love them. They were so juicy, like every single time I put them on. I don't know much. I just know that like some people argue that these are kind of like wasteful, which is fair, and I try to use them sparingly and just do sort of like like a cream mask or something like that. But sometimes this is fun and I really want to try them, so I'm sorry. So we'll see what I feel like in like 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so let's see what we have going on under here. I'm just gonna peel it off. Ooh, yeah, I mean, feels great. I don't know. Sometimes with paper masks or sheet mask, I'm like, cool, like I feel fresh. And that's exactly how I feel right now. So I'm gonna do the rest of my skincare, and I'll check in with you when I'm back on the couch with my awesome glass of wine. All right, everyone, I think that's gonna wrap it on my Friday. So we had a much better day today, I think, working and just having a little bit more time for myself. Really enjoying this, but I can't wait for Jeff to come home from the gym. We had a little bit of overlap in our schedules today where we hung out for like an hour, but he'll be back in like an hour. So I'm just going to finish this up, finish watching the show that I'm watching, and yeah, get ready for an awesome Saturday. I'll bring you along. I have class tomorrow at City Fitness, and then I'm going to get into my Saturday routines. I'm a pretty boring person, guys. I don't even know why you're still watching, but thank you for watching. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so it's Saturday morning and heading to the gym because I'm doing class. It's cold, it's rainy. All I want to be doing is drinking coffee on the couch. But anyway, we're gonna have a great Saturday regardless. It is an absolute ghost town out here, which is good because I'm technically talking to myself on camera, but anyway, come along with me. Everyone, it is Sunday. It is 4:30 p.m. and we are going to have Italian night tonight. So I'm excited because we're making fresh pasta, and I don't think Jeff and I have ever really done that before, so it's gonna be interesting. I just finished like straightening up the entire apartment. I'm actually gonna go run across the street and get a bottle of wine. I don't think he'll be having any, so I might just pick up something like basic, like a Josh or something like that. Yeah, and then I'm actually gonna get ready. We kind of talked about making this kind of like a special thing, so I might get a little bit dressed up, we'll see. But I might do a fun little get ready with me. So anyway, let's go to the grocery store and pick out a red wine. That was super quick. The grocery store was like completely mobbed. I feel like we're supposed to get this crazy nor'easter storm coming through, I think tonight. It's been super windy all day. Apparently Philadelphia is only going to get like up to 2 inches. Let's hope that stays that way. But anyway, our grocery store was absolutely packed. So Jeff is supposedly getting all the ingredients for Italian night, but I did pick us up some Pellegrinos. And then I just got myself a bottle of wine. I actually have had this Bonanza wine before. Surprisingly, it's like not bad. It's apparently from the Camus family. I'm sure there's somebody like really into wine that's watching this right now is like, it's not good. I don't know. I think it's really, really not bad at all. It's a Cabernet. I love a good red wine. So I'm going to pop this open and then start getting ready. For an at-home pasta night, but I like it. So we have my black t-shirt from And Other Stories. Black belt is from Below the Belt, I think. This sheer skirt and matching sort of like in like the old cheerleading days, we used to call them lollipops. That's like a set that I got from this brand called Lychee. And then my shoes are from Schutz. This is the final look. So I'm waiting for Jeff to get back with all of the goods, and then I'm probably gonna help him make this homemade pasta and I'll bring you along.